Hello and welcome everybody. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I'm here to do this week's Pick a Card Tarot reading. It's really very simple. Just pick a number between 1 and 5 and I will do a psychic tarot interpretation for you. If you are new, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that notification bell right now. Okay, let's go to the board and have a look what the cards actually have to say. Have you got your numbers? Okay, or number. You can pick more than one number if you find that helpful. But if you pick 5 numbers, you might find it very confusing. Okay, so I do it a bit differently. I do a little psychic vision before I turn each card over and stick around till the end and I'll just do a psychic have a psychic vision of whatever comes. Okay, I never know what that's going to mean. Okay, so first card, card number 1. I'm going with this card here. There we go. Closing my eyes now. What do I see? Get the sensation of small furry animals, less than 2 feet high. What would that be? 600 high, so sort of your knees or below. And there's multiple animals here. Greys and browns are the colours. You could have cats and dogs or some other small furry animal around. I really don't know why I'm seeing this. I feel like it's just energies around and about giving support and encouragement. Okay. I get the word channeling, like the animals are channeling something. Channeling a peaceful presence, channeling... This is somebody's pets, channeling, there's even a sheep here now, just to throw a sort of spanner in the works. I even see a black-faced sheep. Anyway, let's go with the cards. I think it's somebody who's watching us, it's their pets. Okay, they love you. The card that comes up is the Ace of Swords. This is about new ideas, new thinking, new plans. Maybe you've never heard or considered that animals might actually channel energy. So if you're feeling down, you know, your health is not good, you feel a bit depressed, having a pet cat or dog or black-faced sheep, if you live in the country, might be a good idea for you. But this is about your mind opening up to some new experiences. You'll see here there's a whole lot of butterflies, and so this suggests new life coming to you. Some decisions to be made, okay? When you make a decision, you cut out a whole lot of other possibilities because you're going down the track of something in particular. There's some mountains here in the background. This is like the Himalayas. I've actually trekked up there to the glacier where Mount Everest is, and 1990 I did that, and it's like the roof of the world. And this is the top part of your thinking. This is like the bridge between your thinking and spirit, where the air is very, very thin. We went up to, it was over 18,000 feet. My God, every single step was such an effort. You got no idea. I was having nightmares every night because we slept out in tents. So with the thinning air, you could find that you're much closer to the realms of the subconscious, and so too you may be picking up things from your subconscious this week if you've picked card number 1. Card number 2, let's see what comes out. Card number 2, go back, that one there. Closing my eyes now. What do I see for card number 2 for the week commencing 5th of October? Purple, the colour purple is coming through very strongly. This is about your crown chakra opening up, your intuition increasing, and also any latent or psychic abilities, latent psychic abilities or psychic abilities that are already being expressed, strengthening. I get 2 doors in front of me. This is a grand entrance. It's like psychic abilities are going to make themselves felt in your life in a grand entrance, okay? There's a statement that goes with it that is probably going to change your belief system about the spiritual world if you don't believe. They're showing me a knife here. This is about cutting something off. Something that hasn't served you or your highest good is about to be released, and you're going to send it back to the ether. Sausages. I don't know why. Does somebody make sausages? Their own sausages. I just had breakfast. I'm not even hungry. I don't know why I'm seeing sausages, but I see this machine that's making sausages, but it's like in somebody's kitchen. It's not in a factory or a shop or anything. Okay, I don't think there's a symbolic thing about that. I think it's just a confirmation to the actual person. Okay, somebody watching. The card that comes up is the Hierophant. This is about knowledge and learning. Interestingly, in one of the Trump videos I talked about isolation. I think it was the second one I did in the last couple of days. President Trump is learning a lot while he is in quarantine. A lot about himself and a lot about the illness. And I just looked at the news a minute ago, and then it says he's made a statement that he's learning a lot. So that was a confirmation for me. And so too, you are learning a lot. See, she's sitting on 3 books here. Action is being taken. You may consider studying or learning about something this week if you've picked card number 2. Knowledge is key. Okay, so if you get the knowledge to a situation, that will help you resolve it. Okay, so of course with knowledge, yes, it's very important, but you also need wisdom to be able to apply that knowledge. Okay, so they go hand in hand together. Think of knowledge itself as being from the masculine, divine masculine energy, and think of the wisdom as being from the divine feminine. Perhaps, if that helps you. Okay, card number 3. Going with that one there, which is sticking out, closing my eyes. Bumblebees. I see bumblebees. Well done, all you aparists out there. You're to be congratulated. Keep the bees alive. Keep the bees going. Maybe it means that this week, if you pick card number 3, you're going to be as busy as a bumblebee. A lot of domestic activity, local errands. It's sort of like the 3rd house of activity. The 3rd house in astrology. A lot of domesticity, local area, communications, and that sort of thing. The card that comes up is the Knight of Cups. Okay, this is about enjoying yourself and feeling all your feelings. You'll see he's seated on a lobster here, and it's related to the ocean. So going deep within, but enjoying yourself at the same time and feeling all the feelings that come with that. There's a sense of adventure and just some contentment and some friends, and maybe again, like the 3rd house of astrology, dealing with people in your local area, going to the local pub, going to the local restaurant, stuff like that. Okay, so if you pick card number 3, you could have a kind of a fun week. Card number 4. Card number 4, exploring your feelings. It's always interesting. I find it fascinating, the subconscious. There's always so much down there. Card number 4, closing my eyes. I get the colour blue. It's a bright blue. There's sort of happiness with it. It's the sky. It's your thinking, new ideas coming into your mind, big picture concepts, not worrying too much about the details, just getting the overall big picture. And the card that comes up is the 3 of Cups. This is about socialising, having a fun time as well. It's a bit different here, this one, because this involves the feminine energy. Now, this could be 3 friends or maybe some sisters or family members here, and there's some sort of socialising going on. But there's also, it's not perfect, there's also a few things to do with subconscious contents coming up, because see, they're all in the fish's mouth. This one in the middle is a bit wasteful. This one's more thoughtful, thinking, but she could be quieter. This one's more active. And so if you're going out socialising in a group this week, just beware that there's somebody there that, you know, could raise their vibration quite a bit if they wanted to, but I don't think they choose to. There could be some gossip or something that just doesn't feel quite right. You can just ignore it. If you say something, you're going to have a disagreement, but it's not the end of the friendship. So, your choice what you want to do about that. It could be in a work environment too, but it's more friendly. So it's not strictly a work environment situation, if that makes sense. Card number 4. Card number 4. Going with that one. Closing my eyes now. What do I see for the week commencing 5th of October 2020? Some doors opening in front of me. Dark grey, charcoal grey. Okay, if you've been feeling down in the past, I see a car and it's changing direction. It's pulling from the right over to the left, and so getting out of the head and into the heart. More creativity coming up. The moon is here. Again, getting in touch with your subconscious. The boulders, I see boulders and rocks being removed. There's a whole lot of like Egyptian workers here, and they're handing one big boulder to the next, to remove the blocks. Okay, so there's some blockages or limitations in your life, but they're being removed in spirit. It will take some time for that to filter down to the physical level, but do remain hopeful and know that the restrictions will ease. The card that comes up is the Hangman. Okay, so again, it could take some time for that to happen in your life, but the restrictions will ease. That's because you need to be patient. This is the 0 of spirit. The limbo area between 9 and 1. So in numerology it goes 9, 0, 1. 0 is when you're pregnant but you haven't had the baby yet. So you know the baby's coming and you want to get the baby out, but the baby will come when the baby's ready, and you must be patient. Okay, so restrictions in your life will lift if you pick card number 5. It won't happen overnight, but it will happen. Okay, so please let me know what card you picked. I've picked card number 3, so you know, maybe I should have a bit of a fun time, and let me know, you know, do you relate to this? Does any of this resonate for you this week? Okay, so now I'm just going to close my eyes for everybody and see what I can see. Okay, so I've got the sky in front of me, the sky of mind, the thinking. It's not bright blue, but there's some sort of grey tinge to it, so there could be some worries or... Okay, Sagittarians, I've got the astrology symbol for Sagittarius, the Archer, is here. I get him firing his arrow. He's got a bow and arrow, and it goes straight to the target and hits the target. So Sagittarians, you may have a good week this week, because whatever it is, whatever project, you might be able to pull it off this week according to that, what I'm just seeing. For everybody else, it's a time of, you know, maintenance, normal domestic tasks. I get somebody with a nail brush, just washing their hands, cleaning their nails, that sort of thing. So normal domestic tasks, take care of it. What's that saying? Confucius says, before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. So you still have your normal everyday things that you have to do. Focus on your home, get things organised. My home is like a bomb site, because I'm renovating, and it might be time to try and get some sort of order in your home this week. Okay. And if it's already in order, you might find that things mysteriously start going into disorder, and you'll have to actually put some energy into returning the home to order. Actually, I keep getting hoarding, like mess, stuff everywhere. This is not my house, by the way, that I'm seeing. This is somebody else's home, but there's stuff all over the place. If you're having problems with this, maybe you can call somebody and talk to them about your fears and your anxieties about tidying stuff up. Can you just start in one room and clean one room and put all of the useless things or all of the things that don't belong in that room, put them into another room, so you at least have one place that has order. If you can't do the whole room because it's too threatening or too much or too challenging, whatever, please start in a corner and just remove the stuff out of the corner. You don't even have to throw it out if that's too much. Just remove it and just have one place where you can be, where there is order rather than disorder. There's so much disorder in the world at the moment. It's chaos. I feel like our homes are going into this state of chaos because it's a reflection of the rest of the world. Okay, it's affecting us so that we're not in our normal routine of what we do every day, and you know, our home life could be suffering. If it's not your actual home, like housework and stuff like that, your actual home, it could be that in some way in your relationships there's a lot of disorder, and stress brings that. You know, in these COVID times, people are very anxious, and we're seeing it on the Absolute Soul Secret Psychic Network because we're getting more and more calls, and we can just see the distress in the community rising. So please, please take care of yourself, not only with the COVID restrictions, masks, social distancing, washing hands, and avoiding crowds, but take care of yourself in terms of meditating, eating well, having good relationships with other people. Try to treat yourself kindly. If you do that, then then you'll have some energy to treat other people kindly, and the world generally, and all of her inhabitants. They're showing me a crocodile now, or an alligator, and so I feel that if you've been snappy with your partner or snappy with your kids, the snappiness is a crocodile. It's because really there's an underlying stress. You might not realize that you have a sort of stress level at a certain level all of the time, and it's actually coming out of your mouth as snappiness. Okay, anything else for everybody for the 5th of October, the week commencing 5th of October? I get frogs here. The frogs are very angry. I don't know. We've got alligators and crocodiles, and now we've got frogs. The water, be careful. Something about the water not being clean and clear and crystal. And so, yeah, please consider the frogs. Maybe you can give them a drink, or do something to improve the water situation. There's some problem with water in local areas. Okay. All right, so that's it for this week. If you relate to any of this, please give it a like, leave me a comment, tell me all about your frogs, crocodiles and alligators. I'll be interested in that. If you're new, please subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Most importantly, have a wonderful and insightful week this week, and I shall see you all again soon. Okay, thank you, and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.